buy a home in Colorado for roughly $500,000? Well, this is a video for you. Let's get started. Here, and I am a local real estate agent in the state of Colorado, but more importantly, I am a native of Colorado. If you're new to my channel, all of my videos are catered to help you figure out where the best place to move to is. If that's something that interests you, please click that subscribe button right there. That way you are notified every time I have a new video. Now, as much as I love making these videos for you, I love helping you more. So please reach out to me anytime. My contact information is right there. I would love to talk to you. All right, so today I'm going to be talking about the best places to move to if your budget is roughly $500,000. I mean, we all know that Colorado is definitely getting expensive. There's no doubt about that. But there are still places within the Denver metro area that you can still afford, and it's still going to be a great location, great homes. So let's just dive right into it. I want to talk about Frederick and Dacono, and these locations are going to be north of Denver, roughly about 35 minutes north of Denver. And that's why I want to talk about this area, is because you could actually still get a sometimes even a brand new house depending on where it's at, but a house that's built roughly in the 90s or 2000s for roughly $500,000. These square footages on these homes are going to be anywhere between about 1,500 square feet going up to 3,000. You absolutely could get something a little bit larger for 500,000 and maybe 530. Again, I am speaking in May of 2023, so do use that as your reference point. But these homes are going to be so much more affordable than if you were going to be in the Denver metro area. Now, the reason why I love this location so much, obviously the affordability is great, but it's booming. I mean, it's the rapid growth within this area is amazing. So if you're somebody who wants to get into this area, especially at the lower price point, it's definitely going to benefit you to the years to come. Another great thing I do love about this area is the views. The views are really, really great out there, but it also is very, kind of like that wide open space kind of feel. There's a lot of farmland out there. There's a lot of just open fields. I mean, I don't honestly know how long that's going to last because they are building a lot out there. So do note that. But if you're somebody who does like that open feeling, that open space when you're driving around and you just see a lot of corn kind of thing, this is going to be a great area for you. But what's also, again, great about it is that you are so close to so many other booming cities. So for instance, Dacono and Frederick are going to be very close to Longmont. In fact, most of the time you're probably going to be going into Longmont for a lot of your conveniences, say Walmart or Costco, things of that nature. You're going to get into Longmont, and Longmont's only going to be 10 minutes away from these two cities. So that is really great. A lot of people also who do want to live in Erie. Erie is a very popular city out here in northern Colorado. But Erie is going to be a little bit more expensive. On average, those prices are going to be mid 600s pushing 7. But if you move to Dacono or Frederick, you're going to actually get pretty much the exact same house as you would in Erie, but for about $100,000 less. So, and you're only about 15 minutes away. So that is also a great appealing thing about this particular area, because you are so close to these other ones, but you're paying significantly less in price. Now, Frederick and Dacono are not going to be for everyone. In fact, a lot of people who do go up there, are like, you know what, I'm just not kind of into that very almost more rural areas. But, it is for a lot of people, especially for those first-time home buyers or people who are coming from out of state who do have that, $500,000 budget, and you still get a great house. Now, the reason also I do love this area is obviously I told you about the growth, but what it has going on within it. So actually Frederick, Dacono, and Firestone are all kind of wrapped into one called Carbon Valley. Now, Firestone is going to be on the northern part of those 3 towns, and those ones are going to be a little bit more expensive. To be perfectly honest, I'm not even sure why Firestone tends to be just a little bit more expensive, but it is. So if you're wanting to stay in that 500 range, I would go to Frederick or Dacono. Now, this area is growing. So in fact, they just got notification that they're going to be a new King Soopers right off of Highway 52 in Colorado. So that's going to really help that area. They actually do have a golf course there. It's called Bella Rosa, and they're about to put in a restaurant in the golf course, or the golf course. Carbon Valley also has a rec center that shares with all 3 of those towns. So that's awesome. They have like a NASCAR race, like a BMX and NASCAR race. So you have races out there in Dacono, which is cool. So if you're somebody who's into that. The parks and recreation. So there is going to be so many bike paths and trails and things like that within that area. So if that's something that you like to do, that is fantastic in this area too. Now, again, it's not going to be like one of those, cities like maybe that you're used to, where you're going to have a lot of restaurants and shopping and all of that stuff. No, it is definitely small town feel, but you have the amenities super close to it. So, again, it's going to just come down to whether or not you want to have more of that rural feel, but you get a great house because of it. I will also note some of these houses, because of where it's located, I-25 is going to be on the east side of I-25 for the most part. A lot of them actually don't have basements. So that may be a deal breaker to some people. Not all of these houses. So I wouldn't say, blanket statement, none of them have basements. That's not the case. But I would say about maybe 50% don't have basements. So they will have a crawl space of some sort, but some of them will not have basements. So do check with your local real estate agent or myself if that is a deal breaker for you. We would make sure that you absolutely get one that has a basement. Okay, so if you're looking for a great area at a great affordable price, but right at about $500,000, I definitely think you should check out Frederick and Dacono area. It is growing, so even if it doesn't have a whole lot right now, I promise you it will at some point. You just have to be patient. I personally live in Erie, and I've watched that area explode as well. It used to be an old coal mining town, and now everybody is gravitating towards Erie. Dacono, Frederick, Firestone, all of those areas are going to be the exact same way. Colorado in general is just moving north. So you get a better priced home right now, and then the resale value on it years to come will be great because everybody is just moving north. So please reach out to me if you have any questions regarding these areas or any other area for that matter. I do work the entire Denver metro area. Remember to click that subscribe button right there. That way you are notified every time I have a new video. And then to the next video, take care.